Sanbonani Dumelang Tobela Apshni Kinches Molalapo Huenant. Good evening and welcome to our first live stream in the Web2 era where we feature the one and only Wyssen the Arcane Scholar. How are you doing, Wyssen?
I'm doing excellent. Excellent.
So good to see you. You've been very quiet of late. So you've been very busy in the background. I've noticed building arcane dragon overlords.
Yeah, I have been playing the game daily, so yeah, it's been very busy, very busy.
So
I haven't
yes, carry on.
I haven't hit Discord too much, except in the last day or two since the lands come out. Very interesting with this.
So I see we've got, hey, Token Lord is online. We've got Sev's #1 fan online. I'm not sure who Sev's #1 fan is, but thank you. Welcome. Nice to see you here. So for the benefit of newbies, people who've just discovered the game, can you give a brief? You are one of the OGs, one of the original, I think you started on day one, not so?
March 9th, 2025 at 10:20 p.m.
There you go. I joined a few months later only, so I'm sort of like next to you, I'm like a newbie, you know. Oh, I see Pickenchox is also here. So Ordo is representing. I was hoping that Pickenchox would join us, but he's not joining us in the Google Meet chat, but he is in the live chat. And I see that Chainbreaker, unfortunately, I gave Chainbreaker too short of a notice. He needs at least 2 days notice. And he's just traveled from England or something, but he's certainly thrown a beautiful spanner in the works. I want you to, first of all, please explain to someone who's brand new to the game, what exactly is TokenLordsRPG?
All right. TokenLordsRPG is a role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons, virtually. It's being built. There's still a lot to do. I think Token Lord at one point said 15%'s done.
Wow.
Yeah. So a lot to do. There's still a lot of bugs out there, which I know it aggravates people, but that's the development of the game. You can't believe that it's going to be perfect, at the beginning. We have to build it from here. So, as I said, this is a Dungeons and Dragons virtual game. It's building daily. They are working on it daily. It's becoming fantastic. There's a lot that's going to be out there that's going to be done that we're going to be surprised with.
Indeed. So this took me by surprise. We've been waiting. So what happened was in the Discord era, phase 0, that was getting us ready for Web 2. So then we went into phase 1, I think, where the whole guild system was introduced, still during the Discord era. And the first guild that was formed, I'm the official historian of TokenLordsRPG, was the Blue Guild. And good evening, RockShandy. Greetings and salutations to you as well. Thanks for joining us. So then from the Blue Guild was formed, and you were part of the original Blue Guild. There was only one guild. There was the Blue Guild, and that included you, Wyssen the Arcane Scholar, also the mighty Pickenchox, also AZ, all of these big names. We were all in one guild. But of course, when the guild grew, all of us grew, and ambitions grew, and then the premium guild was introduced. And the first one to purchase a premium guild was Blueprint Baron, whom I hope will be able to join us. He's out duck hunting at the moment. He's full. He's knee deep in mud and ducks. So hopefully he'll join us. But then, of course, there's money involved. I mean, we can make actual money. I've demonstrated over the last 3 weeks or so that we can convert. So it was TLR in the Discord era. Now it's TLRPG. It can be converted into fiat and withdrawn, or it can be converted into fiat and withdrawn as either that fiat, I withdrew euro to my PayPal account, or it can be converted, it can be withdrawn as crypto, and I also withdrew crypto. But now we have the land edition. So in our guilds, we were making dollars. I'm not sure how that's going to translate. Maybe you can shed some light. Can you explain how the guild system was working and how you see it working now? And remember, you went off, you and Costa Rica Jack, you started Arcane Dragon Overlords. That's a separate guild, also a premium guild, working the same as Vox Ursi, the first ever premium guild. And then, of course, Pickenchox and AZ, they went off and formed Ordonoxai. So now we have 3 guilds. And then, of course, Chainbreaker. Chainbreaker came in from Lapa side and just threw a further spanner in the works to form the Infinite Node Empire. So he's a dark horse. We don't know what he's capable of. We don't know who all he has in his guild. So it's very exciting so give us the lay it out for us what you see happening and what this and then we can go into what this land update means.
Okay, so the guilds, it looks like that we're gonna have 10 members to begin with. He may take us back to where we were within Discord. I think we were at 14, and your guild was at 16. I think members. Okay, so these members will all fight a mob. They will all I'm thinking just like in Discord, they will all fight a mob. And once the mob is defeated, they will all receive a certain amount of experience points, a certain amount of loot from the mob, maybe some items drops to players. This is where, and we have kingdoms now. Players have kingdoms now. I think Kingdom 4 is the highest at this point.
Kingdom Towers. The tower, the Kingdom Tower.
Okay.
Yes. That generates bronze.
Yes, correct. All right, so the guilds will have one of these. Players will be able to upgrade the Kingdom Tower.
Of the guild.
Within the guild. Yes, within the guilds, yeah. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about everything else the guilds will have. I'm hoping that the guild has a guild bank, or guild vault. We know the guild will have its own private chat for its members. There's a lot that I'm hoping falls over from Discord, and I sent you a document this morning that had some of the guild recommendations that I put while it was still in.
I need to apologize here. I had family events happening. My middle son with his daughter came, so it's my first granddaughter. So I had to spend time with them, and then I had to play Quirkle with my wife and my son. So I have not had an opportunity to read the document, but you did leave a note to say that some of it is still confidential. So can I leave it to you to share what you want to share about this document?
Okay, well, I'm not going to go into our guild theme document that I sent. Lord, but yeah, well, I gave it to you because I wanted you to see the structure that I was thinking that the guilds would be laid out as. Let me go over the guild changes that I put in, and like I said, this was just thoughts that I had. I'm sure they probably won't get done, but you guys may have similar thoughts. Guild changes needed. All right, so live guild overview, being able to see what the players are doing. You need a structure set up that says, hey, this player hasn't been logged in a week. If players aren't doing their due diligence with helping the guild out, then we need to discuss it with the player and go from there.
You won't immediately kick them because it's up to you and your co-leader or the Costa Rica Jack, who's been very quiet on Discord, but I've noticed he's moving up the ranks in the leaderboards. On the leaderboards.
Yeah, he doesn't do Discord. He's just doing the game now. So with the chat, he's probably going to get back into the chat.
Oh, I'm happy, but I am so. I miss you guys in our guild. And Costa Rica Jack, what a warrior, hey? What a warrior.
He is a warrior.
We're very envious. We're very envious. Yeah, he's just going at it. Did he maintain that that class, or did he switch?
Yeah. I think he's still a warrior.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about that a bit later on. But carry on. Okay,
so we have a page that would have the guild rules, the guild code of conduct, stuff like that, and this would be whatever the guild leaders decide. We would have member guild announcements, and then we would have announcements for all players. So think of it like this: if you're sitting there and you have an announcements page on your guild, and all the players in the game can see it. This gives players a desire to come to your guild. Possibly, you could throw up, "Hey, we're going to give away an NFT today, or in a week."
Because essentially, we are all, the 4 guilds are competing for the best players to join the guilds, because the better players we have in the guild, the better we perform, the more TLRPG we can collect. Can you explain that? How does that work? How does that affect your collection of TLRPG?
Well, I'm guessing that's going to be done with the Kingdom Tower. I'm guessing the higher the Kingdom Tower, the more TLRPG that the members are going to get. So the members will have to work on their own Kingdom Tower and the Guild Kingdom Tower. Yes. So I'm wondering how that's going to play out. I'm hoping it's a separate structure to where we don't have to kill our personal Kingdom Tower to make the Guild Kingdom Tower better. But we will see about that.
It's Lord Severian with Wyssen the Arcane Scholar, chatting about the latest TokenLordsRPG update, and that's the pre-owned land update. It's basically a guilds update, but it's a chance to actually get land for free. We'll come back to that. Welcome, Genghis Khan. Sad. Hello, the swift axolotl is here. Welcome, thank you for joining us. Now to come back to what you were saying about working. I see also that when you buy land as an individual, you can allocate the land, all of it or some of it, to the guild. He says donate or rent, says TokenLord, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Do you perhaps have an insight into that? Or TokenLord, can you type in the comments how that will work? In the meantime, while Wyssen the Arcane Scholar speculates.
Let's go to lands right quick. Let me give you some of the things that me and TokenLord discussed this morning. I had some questions for him. You know I always have questions.
Yes.
I have tons of questions and I have tons of ideas. Some are good, some are not. Okay, so my main question was, hold on one second. My main question was, will the land be an NFT on the blockchain once we go to Web 3? Once we progress to Web 3, will it be an NFT? Now, this is important. Let me explain why this is important. The most expensive game land NFT, virtual land NFT, comes from the play-to-earn game Axie Infinity. A single Genesis plot of land sold for 550 Ether, worth about 2.3 million to 2.5 million at the time of sale. Land can go for a ton of cash. All right. So, as I said, I asked Token Lord about this. He said, yes, best locations will probably go higher. And he said he was confident on this. He said the either middle or the popular big towns would be the biggest NFT, the biggest cash draws on that. So those NFTs on the land with the land is very, very important. And the closer you get to the middle of a big town, it's probably going to be higher prices because you're going to be getting more people coming through. You're going to be getting more. If you got a shop there, you got tons of people coming to your shop. It's traffic. I think he said that we're going to be able to make money on the traffic coming into our land also.
Yeah,
I believe he said
that.
Well, that's cool. Okay. The main core of the game is going to be lands, and everything around the lands is related. He said the main core of this game is going to be the lands. So everything that we're doing, is going to be going to revolve around the lands. That's interesting. He said pets will have a huge use case in the lands. Pets will travel on their own to bring loot. They will make trades instead of you going manually. There will be pets breeding spaces. There will be NFT selling shops. Whole game action is going to be mostly on lands.
So that one about everything revolving around land. I like the idea that you can send your dragon to go off somewhere and go and collect something for you. Oh, by the way, hello, Auris. Nice to see you join us as well. Maybe you can answer some of the questions we have here. I see Genghis Khan has a question. How will the game balance between paying and free players? Okay, that's more of a general question, but do you perhaps have an idea around that?
Okay, so to me, the most important aspect of this game is to hook the free-to-play players. Hooking those free players is what will make this game succeed. Now the question is, how do we do that? How do we get the free players interested in the game enough to
stay and to grind?
Yeah. That's the big question, and that's a question I've asked a lot of people. We need to think about that. We need to make sure that the game is aligned with those free to play players. Yeah.
So one of the ways I see that Token Lord has done so far is to make the single resource chest click, just opening one at a time to make that.
And that's
beautiful, eh?
Oh, that. Whenever he did that, that is exactly what we need for the free to play players. Yes. Yes.
Because that's all they can do at the moment. And so I was working out. I just don't have the time. I'm not going to make it to Kingdom Tower 4 in time to participate at that level in the next TLRPG distribution, which is tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 24, maybe 30 hours from now, somewhere around there. Then I'm still going to get at Kingdom Tower level 3. But if I were to sit for 24 hours and click one at a time, I might just make it. That's how brilliant this is. But obviously, I'm not going to last 24 hours. I'm only at diamond level, so after I think I get 25, maximum 25, and then that's it. And then the price escalates. But the point that when you click single chest opening, it doesn't escalate. The price is at base price. So that makes it affordable for everyone.
Yes.
So that's one of the methods. Do you have any other ideas as to how we could balance the game for free-to-play players and the VIPs?
Well, the level progression is extremely high, with the choke point being Ember at this point. Choke point is Ember. I do not know how to get players to where they feel like they are able to progress enough to where it's interesting at this point.
I mean, you're correct with that choke point, because we are even struggling. I mean, I'm a diamond level VIP. I was at Ruby at the start of Web 2, and I am struggling to. I think RockShandy just about managed to raise that 5,000 Ember so he's one of the few that's managed to get to Kingdom Tower level 4. But so even we are struggling. But I think maybe they could also put a nice price on the Ember once we have player-to-player trading happening, because we will be the ones buying from them, not so.
Now that once the marketplace is fixed, once it opens up, I'm hoping that they allow us to put up 10,000 Ember. If a player has, which there may be only one player at this point that has 10,000 Ember, that may be Dom.
Yeah.
He's with the Emerald. He's racking up.
Dom on the shadows. But Ursi, of course.
Yeah. But once that happens, once the marketplace opens up, I think a lot of people, I mean, it would have to be lower than going in and it seems like it would have to be lower than going in and spending money on the chests. The chests are 0.40 for 10 chests, or 0.04 for an Ember.
In TLRPG, yes.
Yes. You would maybe have to decrease that in say if you got 1,000 Ember and you're selling it to an individual, you may decrease it to where it's not,
Some of us will be willing to pay a premium in bronze. I, for instance, I went right up to 10,000 bronze. There was a point, I didn't notice that it was stuck on 10,000. When I saw that, the only time when I saw that was when I put in a few orders already, and I had drastically depleted my own bronze. I dropped it from over 500k to under 300k when I saw, hey, you click that 10 times and it's 100,000 bronze gone.
Yeah.
Yes, Pickenchox Auris is with us. I'm looking at the live chat here. So I'm saying a free-to-play player who maybe has managed to get together 500 Ember and is nowhere close to improving his or her Kingdom Tower, and needs to buy gear to go up, because you also need to level up in stages in the battle arena. So then somebody like me or one of the other VIPs might want to pay a lot for the Ember, and then that player can then go and open the armory chests to improve the gear like that. I think it will be a symbiotic relationship.
One idea that maybe Token Lord and Auris could utilize is having it to where the Diamond members, the Ruby members, the Emerald members are able to donate to a free chest that gives free to play players Ember. It would help them out. I mean, maybe a lottery or something, or 5 lotteries, depending on how big the chest is. But that would benefit free to play players greatly.
So like you're saying a lottery that's only open to free to play players. I like that.
Exactly.
Idea. Yes, I like that idea. And how would one motivate the VIPs to do this?
Some of the VIPs are generous. I mean, I would donate.
Same here.
I would donate. I know Dom. He's a donator. He would probably donate.
Yes.
Blue would donate.
I think who is it that slept in on the couch last night? I think it was AZ. um,
I saw.
wow, look at this, eh? Chainbreaker says he doesn't need Ember, he needs bronze. So I tell you what, Chamber, I would pay you bronze for your Ember. So that's VIP to VIP. So I'm not sure why he needs the bronze, though. Auris likes the idea, by the way. He says, nice idea, we'll discuss with the team. So you came up with a great idea there. A lottery for the free-to-play players. Yeah. I mean, I was a free-to-play player for a good while, and it was. I remember watching you rubies sitting in there. What was in the voice channel when that was giving you X number of XP per minute with the rubies? Yeah. And us free-to-play players, we were getting 1 XP per minute. And you guys were getting like, was it 10 times or 25 times? It was something ridiculous. In the same way that the difference between the Emerald and the rest of us right now.
Yeah. So, like I said, hooking those free-to-play players is the key. We have to do that to make this game hit 1 million people.
Yes,
I believe that's what I believe. Maybe down the road, everybody will want to. Hey, I'm sure once they get into the game and they see what it's about, they see that they can make money. I'm sure that they would want to benefit themselves by purchasing one of the VIPs, but we got to get them to that point. That's what we got to do.
So I was wondering, TokenLordsRPG has improved the play to earn model the way from my perspective. It avoided the failures of those games by designing. Our economy is designed around utility, also scarcity, and there is proven liquidity from what I can see. So it's not speculation; it's right there. We're not relying on constant new player inflows, although we will do well with player inflows. Is there anything else you would like to comment on?
Yes. So me and Token Lord was talking this morning, and let me get to this comment he made, which was very interesting. After I put in the land, the Axie Infinity, the 2.5 million for the land, he says yes, and they didn't have as much utility in the game as we have.
So I made a correct point there.
You did. Utility is where this is going to be huge. The more things that we lay out, the more things that you can do in the game, the better the game's going to become. As I said, they're probably at 17% now, 18%, maybe 20% of the game completed. They've got a lot to do. There are many bugs. There are many things that they're working through, but we got to give them time to work through these issues.
So at this point, it's not really conducive for us to have tens of thousands of players yet, because that will be tens of thousands of players complaining about the bug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Most definitely. Keeping it small, like he has it, and only having a referral, I like that. That was an excellent way to do things. Yes.
And it's a nice way for us to, let me segue into this. There's a nice way for us to earn as well. So by the way, if you've not yet joined TokenLordsRPG, go to the link in the description. There's a link there, and please join. And you will need my my referral code, which is Severianza. Or let us also give Wyssen's referral code. What is yours?
Wyssen.
Wyssen. There you go. It's on the screen, Wyssen. And mine is also on the screen, Severian, and add a ZA. You can't get into the game without that referral code. You'll go onto a waiting list. I think it's down from a month to 10 days or something. I'm not sure now. We're only a month in, says Chickenpox. It's supposed to be a slow progression, yes. By the way, RockShandy's comment is that Chainbreaker needs the bronze because the chests get expensive, and Chainbreaker says yes. Business level 5 is 200,000 each. Wow! And Tower level 5 is 1 million bronze. So now he needs bronze. Okay, so I'm willing to pay him bronze for his Ember. Today's gold is tomorrow's lead, and today's lead is tomorrow's gold. Everything is valuable. Pickenchox goes dummy, dummy, dum, dum, dum. Dumong of the shadows. Okay, some more ideas from you?
I have probably 1,000 ideas, man.
Okay, before we go to further ideas of yours, how do you think it's shaping up? I think we've got a healthy rivalry going on. I mean, we've got a lot of love for our former Vox Ursi members, and it's great for all of us to be members of. I'm looking forward to being able to collaborate with the other guilds to take on a world boss or something, or some terrible evil that we can all take down and hopefully make some money together. But how do you think each guild would best? It would be best for each guild to strategize.
As I said, I gave you that document.
And I'm not allowed to share it.
Yeah. But look over it. That's got a lot of my strategy in there. With one of the main things with the theme ideas that I had for what I gave Token Lord, was the guild rules, the code of conduct. Those are important in a guild. The playing, they have to play. They have to be a benefit for the guild. Now I say that, and whenever I was in Discord, I would invite players to my guild, and if they played, they played. If they didn't, they didn't.
It's different. It's a different ball game.
It's different. Yeah, it's a different ball game. Now, would I put in free players and let them not play as much? I probably would. I'm pretty generous, so yeah. The guild layout. Once we see it, what everything that I'm saying may not be what it is. I'm just speculating on things that are out there. But as I understand it, guild leaders will be able to make their code of conduct. They will be able to make the guild rules. They will be able to kick players if the players aren't doing what needs to be done in the guild. They will be able to form an alliance with another guild, I'm hoping, with other guilds. So I really think the guilds are going to be amazing. They're going to probably have their own plot of land, from what Token Lord said. The players will be able to hopefully put things in the vault, put bronze in the vault, to put resources in the vault to upgrade the kingdom tower. It's going to be nice. It's going to be good.
I see Pickenchox is making a comment, but I'm not sure at which point he made the comment. Probably better for guilds to support their members in this way. If you want to just elaborate the Pickenchox. Sorry, I missed it when you there's a slight delay between what we say here and when the chat comes in. Yeah. We also need to watch for funneling and laundering. Okay, you want to talk about that, Wyssen? Pickenchox says we need to watch out for funneling and laundering.
Hopefully they will put bots in to counteract this.
Mm.
All right. So one of my main concerns with the land was whales. Me and Token Lord had a conversation about this morning. Whales. All right. Say a whale comes in. Say we have 2 million blocks. 2 million blocks.
And a whale comes in now
and buys 1 million of them.
Mm.
Well, he took away half the land, and that land will increase in value over time.
Yes,
will increase substantially over time. Token Lord had a very good point to this. He said that no, it was not possible for whales to do that.
How?
All right, let me give you the reasoning behind that. It would not possible to do it. It would take a lot of time since you have to go to that land and take it. Also, more and more you go to the middle, it gets more expensive. Even if you come with 10 million euros and you want to buy as much as you want, it would take a really long time.
You need to physically stand on the land to buy it.
Evidently, yeah.
Yes, and our advantage right now as early players is we can get land credits by putting in our purchases now. So that's it's just a pity that it's straight after the festive season. It was my wife's birthday on the 5th of January. On the 15th was our wedding anniversary. So a person is slightly depleted that way, Yeah. Okay, so Pickenchox says it might be best for guild leaders to support their members by providing them with resources at a discount or free. Yes, correct. I agree with that. And so there's going to be a benefit of being in the guild. You, as guild leader, you decide what sort of bonus you give the guild players from the earnings of the guild.
Maybe we do a guild. Maybe we do a guild chest the same way as the free players. Maybe the guild has a guild chest. Maybe higher member guild members are able to put into that guild chest, and the guild leader can divvy it up the way he sees it needs to be divvied up. Or maybe he puts it to where the most active guild member, besides the leaders that's giving out the money, get the benefits of it. It's an idea, but yeah, we definitely need to support our guild members. I do agree with that.
So now, I don't think it's possible yet for a guild leader to at this point make any sort of a payment to any player. I don't think we can do person-to-person payments yet. So that is not yet possible. Am I correct?
I do believe that whenever the guild comes out, that we will be able to give leaders in the guild or give certain ranks in the guild money or bronze or whatever. I'm not sure exactly. I know in Discord we were able to. So I'm sure in the Web2 that we'll be able to also.
So at the moment I'm at 6s and 7s because Token Lord said, oh, by the way, just to put some clarity on the numbers, we've had that discussion with Token Lord, and he has put it in the chat as well. I think we start right back at level 0 as a guild, and then we must go back up again. But the guild membership will be at level 0. It's 10. But he can force add the additional members that we had. So we had 16 as Voxorsi, and the 2 other guilds had 14. Am I correct? Yes. So Arcane Dragon Overlords and Ordonoxai had 14. So he will manually add the other 4, but we can't bring in additional members until we reach level 1. Then we can have 20, and then we can't have 26. Then we can only add 4 more members to get. Then we're at 20 out of 20. We'll be at 16 out of 20 actually, but we'll be at level 0, and you'll be at 14 out of 20. You'll be at level 0, because Chainbreaker is not a legacy guild. His guild starts now, or actually, I think he started am I correct? Was his guild?
I'm not sure he got to level 1.
He didn't, yes. So I don't think he had even 10 members. I'm not sure, but I don't think he had more than 10 members. I stand to be corrected there. Maybe you can give us the correct number that you had there, Chainbreaker. Chainbreaker is in the chat. But the point is, whatever number of members we had, we can have those members, but we'll be at level 0, and until we level up, only then can we increase to the next maximum, which will be 20, I think. Yeah. So that's where we'll be at as a guild. Let's hope to see resources, materials, benefits from each guild in the guild. That's Cedric Teneo. I'm not sure what the payout is going to be. Remember, we had dollar payouts for mob kills in the Discord era. TokenLord or Auris, can you tell us, or do you have an idea, Wyssen, what the payout is going to be?
I would be speculating on that. I have no clue. No.
Can we ask if it's possible to add a full screen button for mobile players? That is a suggestion you can make. Genghis Khan is in the chat asking for a full screen button. So I don't really play on the mobile device unless I'm out. I'm mostly playing on the PC, so I've got several screens that I can look at. I can have Discord on the one screen and the Token Lords game on the bigger screen. And Chainbreaker says you can have 20 each. Chainbreaker, we can't start with the at level 0. It's 10. But whatever membership we had when we did the switch, when we did the move to Web 2, those are the members we can then have until we reach level 1, and then we can go to 20 and so forth. That's how I understand it. You can correct me, TokenLord or Auris, if I'm wrong with that. So we've got about 15 minutes left. Unfortunately, I don't. That's the maximum that I get from Google Meet. So maybe you want to add some more ideas that you might have. Unfortunately, Blue is not with us. Carry on.
All right. So one thing that I've always been fascinated with this game, with the RPG game, is AI, artificial intelligence. All right. So whenever this game first came out, whenever it was first introduced to me, whenever I first came here, it was all about AI. Now, as we know, AI is getting cheaper and cheaper. I also had a discussion with TokenLord about AI this morning, working with the lands. Yes. Because, I mean, the way that I always envisioned this world was infinite. I mean, it's a world that has no blocks, 2 million blocks. It's a world that has that there are no boundaries. You can do anything. You can go anywhere. The world never ends. All right. So he did comment on that. Let's go to the comments. And as I said, the comment pretty much said, "Hey, we got to wait until it becomes cheaper." Which here soon, I did tell him that they are making local LLMs now, large language models. I saw a document that had a large language model on a Raspberry Pi. On a Raspberry Pi.
Wow.
I mean, you can buy one of the NVIDIA machines now and put a large language model on it, and it would run flawlessly. So you would have a local large language model that connects to the game, and it would be configured specifically for the full game. It would have all the aspects of it, and it would know and store everything. So that is something that is huge. Let's read his comment. We will make owner to have open source, so they use AI to adapt to their own liking worlds. It gets cheaper and cheaper every day. So evidently the land that you get, it's going to be on your own world to a certain point at someday. All right. So we're intentionally designing the system so landowners can plug in different layers over time, AI being one of the most important, without locking the game into a single provider or approach. We're still early, but conversations like this are exactly what we focus on land ownership first instead of surface level features. So it's going to be interesting with AI popping in there.
So I just want to look at the comments quickly. Thank you, Chainbreaker, for responding. You can have a full screen on mobile. You just need to adjust it from the browser Zoom. So I hope that helps. Again, just
you can also download the app to your phone.
That should help if you have the app running on your phone, on your mobile device. Imposter, not imposter, says thought it was 2 million blocks. Hey, Bobo the Rogue Baggins, you are unfortunately you're 10 minutes away from the end of the stream, but welcome. The guild chest is a good idea, says Pickenchox. Yes, indeed. Now to come back to your idea of I'm thinking now. I don't know if you ever read why I call myself Severian of the Light Eternal is after the character. Here's a little bit of insight into Gene Wolf. Is it Gene Wolf? The series of books that he wrote about the never mind. But anyway, Severian, he's an autarch, and he's the ruler of the universe basically, and he's immortal. Not is he immortal? Yes, I think he's immortal. But he has a memory that never ends. He never forgets anything. But he goes to a library, and when he enters the library seems to be infinite. So I'm thinking. So this is a concept in physics, obviously, looking at dimensions and so forth. So are you looking at when you say it's infinite? Because we've got 2 million blocks, that's finite. But are you saying when you enter a block, that could be infinite, the space within? So if you enter a space of my kingdom, I have my own kingdom, and I'm within the kingdom of Voxursi. And if you enter my center block of my kingdom, you enter there, and now it expands. Is that what you are thinking of?
Well, let's take the kingdoms, for example, or the guilds, for example. All right, so a guild will have a plot of land somewhere. Okay, this plot of land, let's say that this plot of land is infinite. They have quests that they can do. They have all kind of things that are possible within this land. And it's, I mean, it just goes on and on. You never run into the same thing twice. Think of it like that. Player lands, I don't know, it's kind of different.
So now hang on. Are you saying kingdom lands can be infinite, or player lands? Why can't it be both?
Human.
I was, by the way, I was referring to the Book of the New Sun. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Well, let's take player lands. Player lands could be the same thing. They could go on quests. Players can go on quests. They can meet up with other players and go on quests. Maybe a player comes over their land and they go to the hidden fortress in a canyon. You know, I mean, the possibilities with AI are just astounding. I don't know which direction they're going to go in. Everything I'm saying here are just ideas. What they do with it is just, I mean, it's what they do, you know. But that's what I thought he was talking about whenever he said AI would be implemented into the blocks.
Look, if it's, you can have 2 million blocks, finite. But once you own one of the blocks, you can let that be infinite. If you think about when you think about the dimensions like that, and then within that land, somebody else comes in, and you can sell then within that land a portion, I think. What do you think?
I know he's going to have it to where we can sell the land once we buy it. But I'd consider that the whole block that's being sold at that point. Okay,
I think this we're going to get into physics here and dimensions and space and the idea of space. That's a whole discussion. We are running out of time and it's 8 minutes left. I want you to, what are your thoughts on how TokenLord and the dev team handled the first big attack, the first big attempt at hacking the game?
Oh, it was excellent. I mean, people don't get paid unless they approve it. So there is no hack. I mean, really. I mean, you know, so it was perfectly handled. I thought they did excellent with it. Now, what's going to happen here is this game's going to be huge in the future. So you're going to be looking at everybody in the world or all the hackers in the world trying to attack you. So you have to have things set up. You have to have bots in place. You have to have IP. You got to know where everything's coming from. You got to be, well, KYC in the future. KYC will stop a lot of this. We will know exactly what's happening at that point. So there's a lot to be done. As I said, there's a lot that still, there's a lot of things that are still in process. The marketplace is huge to me. So yeah, we just got to be patient. Every player has to be patient and know that, you know, whenever this thing gets completed, it could be huge. I mean, right now it's there's money out there. It's, you know, almost 0.11 euros. So it's making money.
Listen, it's just over a month. And already we're close to the price of pi. To me, it's absolutely mind blowing how we've grown. Some questions: will people basically share a portion of the computing part of the game for the AI to work and RAM? I'm not sure about that because I think they want things to be on their own servers. Yes.
All right. So nodes. You're talking about nodes there. Nodes is a fascinating idea to reduce the price of the computing aspect of it. All right, so as we all have, or I have a Pi node. I've done Pi nodes for Blue, Pi node for Dom. I've done a lot of them. So being able to set up a Pi node and actually split the AI say you have 29 open source AIs and you have it running across 10,000 nodes. I mean, the AI right there would be astronomical. Astronomical.
And it's difficult to hack that. I mean, that's basically your blockchain principle, isn't it?
Yep. So good things are coming. We just have to be patient.
Bilbo says it's just the beginning. This game is going to be huge in future. We just have to be a little bit patient and trust the process. So you're saying what you're saying. And Impomster is talking about class balancing and leveling. Okay, that's a different topic altogether. We need to do something about, please, you can, if you want to assist the channel, buy me a coffee. It's in the link down there, so that I can pay for longer. This Google Meet, the free Google Meet. The limit is 1 hour, and we've got 4 minutes left. So I wouldn't want you to be cut off there, Wyssen. I'm really enjoying this conversation. You've got 4 minutes. What did RockShandy say? RockShandy said earlier. Where's that point that he made? He made a brilliant point. He said, Token Lord must have been a farmer in a previous life. You give him an idea, plant the seed, and next thing you've got a whole forest of new features. He's correct. So give him some ideas there, Wyssen.
All right. So, well, like I said, I've got 1,000 ideas. But anyways, I want to express that everything I'm saying here is speculation. I mean, I gave you some of what me and Token Lord discussed this morning, but as you all have seen, we may say something, or Token Lord may say something, and it go in a different direction. It's all about what works best for the game. So we test, we find out, did it work? Do we need to change things? So everything that's said here is just ideas, just speculation, just throwing things out. So what I say, don't take it to heart and say, well, this is going to happen, because like I said, I've got no affiliation with the game, with the developers, with the game. So
somebody's saying that I should use a Discord chat. I haven't tried that yet. What do you think?
Discord chat.
Instead of a Google Meet chat.
Maybe a good testing, something to test. Yeah.
Okay, I'll look into that. The space within space, that idea that I'm talking about, physical space, time, and higher dimensions. There isn't time to talk about this now. Rats and damnation. I have so enjoyed this chat. We've got 2 minutes left, not many. Gingers Khan says, okay, he says he suggests the Discord call. Don't think it has a time limit. I will explore that. Then he says he's lucky that he's here before the game. We're all lucky that we are here before the game. This game is going to explode. Not many of you know, but a lot of core players know about this game and are here because of Wyssen. He was the one who opened a thread in r-pine network when no one knew about TokenLordsRPG. Thank you,
thousands of people. Yeah, thousands of people hit that thread. Yeah.
And so a lot of us are here because of that. It could be that even Dave Roscoe, I don't know how he found out about the game.
I actually sent him a message.
You sent him a message. Look at that. So indirectly, I've got to thank you because I found out about the game on Dave Roscoe's when he spoke about it. So RockShandy says, yeah. Thank you, Wyssen, for exposing us to the greatest free-to-play RPG crypto-paying game in the interweb. As we have to end the stream now. And so, last few thoughts before we say bye.
Game's going to be great.
There you go. Get your land now. Get your free land now on TokenLordsRPG. Thank you very much, Wyssen the Arcane Scholar, and we shall engage in battle on the fields, and we shall compete with one another. But when an evil breaks out, we shall stand together for Vox Ursi and for TokenLordsRPG. Till next time. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.